The same safety precautions you're taking midsummer aren't going to cut it in weather like this in the fall.
With parts of Canada experiencing unseasonably cold temperatures this fall, it hasn't kept many people from their favorite pastimes in or around the water. But now those activities carry a lot more risk, and the Manitoba Life Saving Society wants to keep you safe if you're around the water at this time of year. First, they say due to the wind and the waves, small and mechanically questionable boats should be tucked away for the year. Next, dress especially warm with an immersion suit or floater jacket, and never take your life jacket off.
There's going to be a number of good days yet that people are going to choose to go outside and get out on the lakes. And what we want to tell people is, listen, you got to prepare for the absolute worst. Things can change in a minute.
If they do, don't panic.
When you find yourself in cold water, you've got about a minute to control your breathing and get that under control. Then you have about 10 minutes where your muscles are going to be strong enough to get you pulled back out onto a boat or onto a dock or out of the water or out of the ice. And then after that, you've got about an hour before you're going to go unconscious, give or take.
Tordiff says you can plan a strategy accordingly, especially if you're heading out with children or seniors.
Kids in particular and the elderly are going to be more affected by adverse weather conditions and water conditions in a much faster sense. So you really need to be with kids, you know, especially when we think that most drownings that happen in Manitoba happen when people had no intention of going in the water. That tells us that we need to be prepared for those possible drowning moments all the time when we're outdoors.
He says children are very unpredictable. Most recently, a 4-year-old boy in a northern Manitoba community was found dead in the water after disappearing Thursday afternoon. If you are heading out to a lake or river, Tordiff says have a travel plan and backup plans in case something goes wrong. In Winnipeg, Stephanie Lasuc, City News.